Did you know Nigeria's ancient traditions hold secrets of eerie rituals, mystic societies, and spirit realms? Explore the chilling tales of 17 odd terrifying customs from Nigeria. Number 1. Osogbo Secret Society. In the heart of ancient Yoruba culture, the Osogbo Secret Society held sway, its influence extending like unseen tendrils through the fabric of society. The initiation into this enigmatic group was not for the faint-hearted. It demanded commitment, secrecy, and an unwavering allegiance to its codes. Members of Osogbo were revered and feared in equal measure, for they held the power to mete out justice in ways that transcended the ordinary. The rituals of Osogbo were steeped in mysticism, shrouded in layers of tradition that obscured their true nature from outsiders. To become part of this clandestine brotherhood was to enter a realm where ancient wisdom mingled with the politics of power, where decisions carried weight beyond mere mortal understanding. The ceremonies, held in hidden chambers adorned with symbols of ancestral wisdom, invoked a sense of reverence and awe among those privileged to witness them. Legends whispered of Osogbo's ability to divine truth from the shadows, to unravel mysteries that eluded ordinary minds. The society's rituals were a testament to a time when the boundaries between the mundane and the supernatural blurred, when the echoes of ancestors guided the hands of those entrusted with upholding the balance of the community. Number 2. Ekpe Society Masks. Among the African Ibibio people, the Ekpe society stood as guardians of tradition, their masks embodying spirits long revered by their ancestors. These masks were not mere adornments. They were vessels through which the past spoke to the present, conveying wisdom and warnings in equal measure. The rituals of the Ekpe society were a dance of spirits, a weaving of stories that transcended time. Each mask told a story, a narrative woven into its intricate designs and patterns. To don an Ekpe mask was to become a vessel for the spirit it represented, to channel ancient energies that linked the living to the realm of the departed. The ceremonies, accompanied by rhythmic drumming and haunting chants, transported participants into a realm where the mundane faded and the spiritual took center stage. The masks themselves were revered artifacts, passed down through generations with the weight of history etched into their very fibers. They were not worn lightly, but with a solemnity that acknowledged the power they held. The Ekpe society's rituals were a testament to the enduring connection between the seen and the unseen, a bridge between worlds that echoed with the whispers of ancestors. Number 3. Juju witchcraft practices. Juju, the mystical undercurrent of Nigerian folklore, wove its threads through the fabric of daily life, its presence both feared and revered. The practices associated with Juju ranged from benevolent charms to dark curses, depending on the intentions of those who wielded its power. Believers in Juju walked a fine line between seeking protection and unleashing forces beyond their control. The rituals of Juju were as varied as the imaginations of those who practiced them, from offerings of palm wine and kola nuts to elaborate ceremonies invoking spirits. Each act was a dance with the supernatural. Fear and fascination intertwined in the hearts of onlookers, for Juju held the promise of miracles and the threat of misfortune in equal measure. The stories of Juju's influence were whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations as cautionary tales. The fear of being cursed or the hope of finding favor with Juju drove people to seek out practitioners skilled in the arts of magic. Juju rituals were not just performance. They were manifestations of a belief system that shaped destinies and altered the course of lives. Number 4. Ogboni cult sacrifices. Deep within the shadows of Nigerian society lurked the Ogboni cult, its rituals cloaked in secrecy and mystery. Central to these rituals were sacrifices, offerings made to appease ancestral spirits and invoke their blessings. The act of sacrifice was not taken lightly. It demanded a willingness to part with something of value, be it an animal or a symbolic offering. Ogboni ceremonies unfolded in secluded spaces, away from prying eyes, where initiates delved into the depths of ancient wisdom. The sacrifices, often accompanied by chants and invocations, were a communion between the living and the dead, a bridge forged through blood and belief. The cult's influence extended beyond its rituals, shaping the social and political landscapes of communities. To be initiated into the Ogboni cult was to enter a realm where tradition and mysticism intertwined, where the past held sway over the present. The sacrifices, though unsettling to some, were seen as necessary rites that maintained harmony between the seen and the unseen. The legacy of the Ogboni cult echoed through generations, a testament to the enduring power of ancient traditions. Number 5. Mamiwada offerings. Along the shores and waterways of Nigeria, the worship of Mamiwada, the water spirit deity, cast its mesmerizing spell. Offerings made to Mamiwada were not mere gestures. They were symbolic bridges between the earthly realm and the watery depths where the deity resided. Fruits, coins, and even live animals were presented as tokens of devotion, seeking favor and protection from the enigmatic spirit. The rituals associated with Mamiwada were a blend of reverence and awe, with devotees engaging in dance, music, and offerings to invoke blessings. The belief in Mamiwada's powers extended beyond material gains, encompassing matters of fertility, prosperity, and spiritual guidance. The waters that Mamiwada presided over were seen as conduits of healing and transformation. Witnessing a Mamiwada ritual was akin to glimpsing into a world where the elements held sway over human destinies. The offerings tossed into the water symbolized a symbiotic relationship between humans and the spirits of nature, a delicate balance maintained through rituals passed down through generations. Mamiwada's presence in Nigerian culture was a reminder of the interconnectedness of life's cycles and the mysteries that dwell beneath the surface. Number 6. Egungun Masquerade rituals. In the heart of Yoruba tradition, the Egungun Masquerade rituals unfolded like a tapestry of ancestral spirits come to life. The masked dancers, embodying the wisdom and essence of departed ancestors, moved with grace and purpose, invoking blessings and protection. The colorful costumes and intricate masks were not mere theatrical props but conduits through which the spirits communed with the living. The rituals surrounding Egungun masquerades were a celebration of lineage, heritage, and continuity. Families gathered to pay homage to their forebears, seeking guidance and blessings for the future. The dances, accompanied by rhythmic drumming and chants, created a mesmerizing spectacle that transported participants into a realm where the past and present intertwined. Each Egungun mask held a story, a narrative of triumphs, struggles, and the eternal cycle of life and death. The rituals were a reminder of the interconnectedness of generations, where the wisdom of ancestors flowed through the veins of the living. To witness an Egungun masquerade was to experience a living history, where the echoes of the past resonated with the rhythms of the present. Number 7. Igwe rituals. Amidst the gatherings and feasts of the Igbo people, the Igwe rituals stood out as a celebration of culinary artistry intertwined with cultural symbolism. The centerpiece of these rituals was the goat's head, prepared with care and reverence, symbolizing abundance and communal sharing. Igwe gatherings were not just about food. They were about coming together as a community, sharing stories, and strengthening bonds. The rituals surrounding Igwe were a blend of flavors and traditions, where the sizzle of cooking pots mingled with laughter and song. The consumption of the goat's head was more than a culinary experience. It was a symbolic act of unity and prosperity. The imagery of the goat's head, though initially unsettling to some, carried deep cultural significance and ancestral blessings. Igwe rituals transcended mere sustenance. They were a reflection of Igbo hospitality and generosity. The communal aspect of sharing a meal, especially one as symbolic as the goat's head, fostered a sense of belonging and interconnectedness among participants. The rituals were a testament to the rich tapestry of Igbo culture, where food, tradition, and community intertwined in harmonious symphony. Number 8. Igbo Ogbanja beliefs. Within the fabric of Igbo folklore lay the enigmatic concept of Ogbanje, children born to challenge the cycle of life and death. The rituals associated with Ogbanje were not meant to frighten but to seek understanding and transcendence. Families engaged in ceremonies aimed at breaking the cycle, forging bonds with ancestral spirits, and seeking divine intervention. The rituals surrounding Ogbanje were a blend of solemnity and hope, where prayers mingled with offerings and symbolic acts. The belief in Ogbanje was not one of fear but of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's quest for meaning and continuity. The rituals aim to bridge the earthly realm with the spiritual, seeking guidance and protection from forces beyond mortal comprehension. Ogbunigwe rituals were deeply personal yet shared experiences, with families coming together to confront a shared challenge. The ceremonies, guided by priests or spiritual leaders, were a testament to the enduring belief in ancestral wisdom and the power of collective faith. Ogbunigwe, though rooted in folklore, spoke to universal themes of life's mysteries and the quest for transcendence. Number 9. Alusi Shrine Offerings. Nestled within the landscapes of Igbo culture were Alusi shrines, sacred spaces dedicated to deities and spirits that governed aspects of daily life. Offerings made at Alusi shrines were not transactions but symbolic gestures of gratitude and supplication. Food, drinks, and symbolic items were presented with reverence, seeking blessings and protection from the divine. The rituals conducted at Alusi shrines were a blend of tradition and spirituality, guided by priests and priestesses versed in ancient lore. The offerings symbolized a reciprocal relationship between humans and the divine, where acts of devotion were met with grace and favor. The ceremonies often included chants, invocations, and prayers, creating a sacred atmosphere that transcended the mundane. Witnessing an Alusi shrine ritual was to glimpse into a world where the seen and unseen converged, where earthly concerns met spiritual guidance. The rituals were a reminder of the interconnectedness of life's cycles, where humans sought communion with forces greater than themselves. Alusi shrines stood as testament to the enduring faith and cultural heritage of the Igbo people. Number 10. Yoruba Ajaw Festival. Within the vibrant tapestry of Yoruba culture, the Ajaw Festival emerged as a celebration of tradition, spirituality, and communal unity. The festival, marked by the presence of Ajaw masquerades, was a spectacle that captivated the senses and stirred the soul. Participants adorned in white robes and colorful hats embodied spirits and ancestors, creating a visual symphony of cultural richness. The rituals of the Ajaw Festival were a blend of solemnity and festivity, where the sacred and the secular intertwined harmoniously. The masquerades, known as Adamu Orisha place, symbolized ancestral wisdom and blessings, invoking a sense of reverence among onlookers. The festival's roots traced back to ancient customs, where rituals honored spirits and sought their guidance and protection. Spectators of the Ajaw Festival were drawn into a world where tradition came alive, where the past danced with the present in a rhythmic procession of cultural continuity. The chants, drumming, and pageantry created an immersive experience, connecting participants to the essence of Yoruba heritage. The Ajaw Festival was more than a spectacle. It was a testament to the resilience and vibrancy of Yoruba traditions. Number 11. Benin Kingdom Human Sacrifices. In the annals of Benin Kingdom's history, the specter of human sacrifices casts a shadow over certain rituals and ceremonies. Accounts from historical records suggest that sacrifices, including humans, were made to appease deities and ensure the kingdom's prosperity and security. These sacrifices, though deeply ingrained in the religious beliefs of the time, are viewed with condemnation and horror by modern standards. The practice of human sacrifices in Benin was not taken lightly. It involved elaborate ceremonies and rituals conducted by priests and spiritual leaders. The sacrifices were often associated with significant events or transitions within the kingdom, marking moments of great importance. While the specifics of these rituals are shrouded in historical ambiguity, their impact on society and culture is undeniable. The legacy of human sacrifices in Benin serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of ancient belief systems and the lengths to which people would go to ensure divine favor. The rituals, though unsettling to contemporary sensibilities, were seen as necessary acts of devotion and reverence in the context of the time. They stand as a testament to the intricacies of religious practices and the evolution of societal norms over centuries. Number 12. Fulani scarification traditions. Among the Fulani people of Nigeria, scarification was not just a form of body modification but a deeply ingrained cultural tradition. Scarification patterns, etched onto the skin with precision and purpose, served as markers of identity, lineage, and social status. Each pattern carried symbolic significance, reflecting personal narratives and communal ties. The process of scarification was a rite of passage, often performed during adolescence or significant life events. It involved intricate designs that spoke of heritage, bravery, and familial connections. Scarification patterns varied based on clan affiliations, regional customs, and personal choices, creating a tapestry of cultural diversity within the Fulani community. Scarification rituals were not undertaken lightly. They required courage, endurance, and a deep understanding of cultural symbolism. The act of scarification was more than skin deep. It was a proclamation of belonging and pride in one's heritage. The scars themselves became badges of honor, carrying stories of resilience and tradition across generations. Number 13. Ibibio Ekpo Society Rituals. Within the fabric of Ibibio culture lay the enigmatic Ekpo Society, its rituals and practices steeped in mystery and tradition. The society's masked dancers, known as Ekpo, embodied ancestral wisdom and spiritual authority, commanding respect and awe. The rituals conducted by the Ekpo Society were not mere performances but sacred ceremonies that invoked blessings and dispensed justice. The Ekpo masks, adorned with intricate designs and symbols, were considered vessels of spiritual power, channeling the energies of the ancestors. The rituals often included drumming, chanting, and symbolic acts that connected participants to the realm of the divine. The sight of Ekpo dancers in their elaborate costumes evoked a sense of reverence and trepidation among onlookers. Participation in Ekpo rituals was a privilege granted to select individuals within the community, signifying their status and commitment to upholding tradition. The ceremonies served multiple purposes, from maintaining social order to seeking spiritual guidance and protection. The legacy of the Ekpo Society endures as a testament to the enduring power of cultural institutions and their role in shaping communal identity. Number 14. Yoruba Ifa divination practices. Deep within the fabric of Yoruba spirituality lay the ancient practice of Ifa divination, a sacred art form that bridged the realms of the mundane and the mystical. Ifa priests, wielding divination tools such as palm nuts or cowrie shells, communed with spirits to seek guidance, solutions, and insights. The rituals of Ifa divination were a dance of symbols and meanings, deciphered by skilled practitioners known as babalawos. Each divination session was a journey into the unseen realms, where ancestral spirits spoke through the patterns and arrangements of divination tools. The Ifa system provided a roadmap for navigating life's challenges, offering wisdom and foresight to those who sought its counsel. The rituals were conducted with solemnity and reverence, acknowledging the interconnectedness of humans and spirits. Ifa divination was not just a predictive tool, but a spiritual practice that fostered introspection, growth, and alignment with cosmic forces. The rituals involved offerings, prayers, and invocations that honored the orishas and ancestral wisdom. Witnessing an Ifa divination session was to witness the intersection of tradition, spirituality, and practical wisdom in the pursuit of harmony and guidance. Number 15. Hausa Bori Spirit Possession. Amidst the sands of Hausa culture, the practice of Bori spirit possession emerged as a means of healing, communication, and spiritual empowerment. Participants in Bori rituals entered trance-like states where spirits, known as Bori, took temporary possession of their bodies. The rituals involved drumming, dancing, and chanting, creating a rhythmic tapestry that facilitated spiritual communion. Bori rituals were not just about possession, they were about transformation and renewal. The spirits channeled through participants offered guidance, healing, and solutions to personal and communal challenges. The rituals were conducted by skilled practitioners, often women known as Bori priests, who acted as conduits between the earthly realm and the spirit world. Witnessing a Bori spirit possession ritual was to witness the convergence of faith, culture, and healing practices. The drum beats, the swirling dancers, and the ethereal chants created an atmosphere charged with energy and mysticism. Bori rituals served as a reminder of the enduring belief in spiritual forces and the quest for balance and well-being in Hausa society. Number 16. Niger Delta Igbisu cult practices. Deep within the mangroves and waterways of the Niger Delta, the Igbisu cult thrived, its practices blending spiritual beliefs with resistance against perceived injustices. members of the Igwe cult engaged in rituals aimed at invoking divine protection, empowerment, and guidance. The ceremonies, often held in secluded spaces, involved symbolic acts, prayers, and invocations of ancestral spirits. The Igwe cult was not just a spiritual entity but a social and political force, advocating for the rights and welfare of its members. The rituals conducted by the cult served to strengthen bonds within the community, instill a sense of solidarity, and invoke divine favor. Egbu rituals were a blend of tradition, activism, and spirituality, shaping the cultural landscape of the Niger Delta region. Witnessing an Egbu cult ritual was to glimpse into a world where belief in divine protection intersected with grassroots movements for justice and empowerment. The rituals were a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of communities facing challenges and seeking solutions rooted in ancestral wisdom. The legacy of the Egbu cult endures as a symbol of faith, resilience, and communal solidarity. Number 17. Ajaw water spirit offerings. Along the riverbanks and estuaries of the Ajaw people, offerings to water spirits were part of a rich tapestry of spiritual practices. The water spirits, known as Owama or O, were revered and feared for their powers over fertility, prosperity, and protection. Offerings made to these spirits included food, drinks, and symbolic items tossed into the water as gestures of devotion and supplication. The rituals surrounding Ajaw water spirit offerings were a blend of reverence and pragmatism, acknowledging the vital role that water played in daily life and spiritual beliefs. The offerings symbolized a reciprocal relationship between humans and spirits, where acts of gratitude were met with blessings and favor. Belief in water spirits permeated Ajaw cosmology, shaping cultural practices and traditions. Witnessing an Ajaw water spirit offering ritual was to witness the harmonious coexistence of the natural and supernatural worlds. The rituals, often conducted by designated priests or spiritual leaders, created a bridge between the seen and unseen, fostering a sense of connection and harmony. The legacy of Ajaw water spirit offerings endures as a testament to the enduring belief in spiritual forces and the interdependence of humans and nature. And that's it from this video. See you in the next one.